Shut the fuck up, bitch! This food podcast is on.
I know that was funny when you told me about it.
I guess any of those things made sense, you know, like the whole clinking like armor before battle, spill poison in each other's drinks to make sure that they're not poisoned, or that to enable trust or some shit.
Well, and like shaking hands, it was like to show that you're not armed or some shit like that.
Oh yeah, that's right, huh? That's crazy. That's true then, I guess. Like in movies sometimes where they're like, oh, shake my hand, you have a fucking gun back there.
That one, huh?
Alright, so drinking real quick, 8-Bit Brewing, Cosmic Groove, Hazy Double IPA, 9%. You know, the boys had to go big. It's just not super smooth as other ones I've already had, but still pretty fucking good. But yeah, shout out to 8-Bit Brewing Company. For anyone in the future that asks us for beer recommendations and doesn't watch the podcast, fuck you. Watch the fucking podcast. Other than that, what are you drinking?
I got this piña bomb from Full Circle Brewery. It's pretty good. It tastes like a piña colada. Has hints of coconut. Real good.
Do you fuck with piña coladas?
I fuck with piña colada.
Yeah, but you don't fuck with fucking micheladas.
Nah, not with micheladas. Piña coladas is like sophisticated, bro.
Do you
Micheladas is like.
so you don't like ketchup?
I fuck with ketchup, but like to drink it, what the fuck?
You don't like the cocktails, like was it moriscos and shit?
Yeah, I'll do that, but I don't fuck with like I fuck with tomato sauce, right? But I don't want to drink it. I don't want it in my beer.
Really?
Yeah.
Next episode we're having micheladas.
I'll try it. I'll drink it, but I mean, I'd rather not. I'd rather enjoy the beer for the art that it is.
Hey, fuck it, that's true. All these beer recommendations we got, I mean, they always slap, you know. So, michelada or not, these shits are always gonna smack. But all right, first question, right from the jump. How do you want to die? You already said this before the podcast. But for the people, how do you want to die?
Well, I mean, I was continuing on from what I was saying about Everest. That'd be cool. That'd be like a cool feat. Well, I mean, not cool, right? But I mean, for entertainment purposes, and you know, and not just saying like the dullest answer. That'd be pretty cool. Or maybe fucking fighting a bear. I have a friend named Jose, and he and I always talk about how like, oh, what would we do if we saw a bear right now while we were hiking?
Score up, fade that fool.
You know, and that's at least that's my answer. His answer is like, I'm out of here, bro. Like I saw you. You know, like he does not want to fight.
Well, either you're gonna have to fight that bear anyway. That fool can run what, like 20 something miles an hour, supposedly.
Yeah, I'm sure they can outrun us, but.
That's why.
But you know, it just sounds like some Tarzan shit. You know, like this fool fought a bear, like Khabib, even though it was a cub.
Yeah.
The bear, but I mean, obviously that shit would be painful as fuck. But you know, but fuck it.
That's why, fuck it. The fight's inevitable. The bear's gonna catch you anyway. So I feel like, well, fuck it, right here, right now. That's it.
Maybe like oh, okay. Here's my final answer. I'm going into a black hole.
Going to a black hole?
Yeah.
Space travel?
Send me in a ship and shoot me into the black hole.
That would be a hell of a way to go out.
Yeah, right.
I could do that. I was thinking, you said earlier something dramatic. I was thinking like a heroic feat.
Yeah, fuck that, bro.
No, I know, but I want my names to be like sung in pubs and shit, like the knights did in medieval times. You know, they make legends and tales of that.
Kind of like some fucking 3,000.
Oh yeah. 300.
300.
Yeah, like that. I would rather go out like that, but yeah. Or realistically, I want to die in my sleep. I don't want to have to fucking actually physically feel that shit. You know, I want to just die peacefully in my sleep. But like for dramatic effect, yeah, some heroic shit like I don't know, the fucking apocalypse happens and I'm just telling everyone, you know, fucking hit the bunkers. I'm gonna fucking hold them back. And you know, you have that one little kid that looks up to you and he just says, "I can't leave you here. We're a team." I'm like, "Nah, kid. This is my last dance," and just fucking unload the gun. Have that kid fucking start having tears roll down his eye, and then someone's just like, "Come on, we have to let him go," and then some dramatic music in the background is just fucking wave after zombies and shit, and just fucking annihilating them all.
some kind of cliche shit like that.
Hell yeah, that's to be dramatic, but yeah, realistically, no, fuck that. I don't want to die a hero. But who knows, you know? With the way that they're saying this political climate is, they're thinking we're going to jump into another civil war. And at least Joe Rogan does. Joe Rogan's convinced we're going to go into another civil war. I don't think it's going to get that far.
I mean, I hope not. I don't think it's going to get that far. I think the people who want civil war don't really know like what that really is, what that really means.
I think this generation's too pussy to even go to war. And it's not because we support the military industrial system.
There's just so many factors to it. Like, it sounds nice, right? It sounds romantic, like the whole, to some people, like the idea of a civil war, especially like in this country. But there's just so many other factors, like fucking China and Russia. You know, I'm sure they're gonna fucking try and take a piece of the pie if the United States was to have a civil war.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Yeah, I mean, I could see it being like that. I could see, if we were to go into civil war, I could see half of it being like half of the country wants to just adopt communism at this point and just give up and, you know, who cares? And then I could see the other half being, I could see liberals being the ones that will just support communism. And I will say like the MAGA fanatics and, you know, Florida and Texas being like, nah, fuck that American freedom. And then we just see Joe Rogan on the front lines just fucking unloading it.
The civil war is going to be between Antifa and the Proud Boys.
Hey, you're onto something. I could see that happening. And then everyone else just gets dragged into it, you know?
Yeah, fucking North Korea might get into it. Fucking Kim Jong-un recently banned skinny jeans. Did you see that?
That fool's just mad because he's got no drip.
Hey, say what you want about Kim Jong-un, but he's always got a fresh haircut. He's always got a fresh fade. There's no picture of him out there where he doesn't have a fresh fade.
That's true. But that's because he probably doesn't let the barbers that leave his house.
Fuck.
Would you, if you had to have a profession where you had to live somewhere, would you do it?
It depends what I'm doing.
What if like
fucking Snoop Dogg has...
What if Snoop Dogg and Elon Musk team up, put all their money together, and they form a colony on Mars, and they're telling you, hey, you could be one of the first engineers there, but you'll never be able to leave Mars. Like, even if we discover a more habitable planet outside the system or like somewhere else, you can't go there though. You're stuck on Mars because you're an essential worker.
yeah, I don't think I would do that.
No?
Nah.
That's what. Yeah.
Sounds cool, but I guess if I can't come back.
Yeah, you can't come back. Like, that's it. You're stuck there.
Like, I'm just then. There's no like.
Or let's say every 5 years, because they have to rebuild the ship. They have to get it ready to come back here, and shit.
How long am I here for? I mean, if I get to come back, fuck it, I'll do it. You know.
Okay.
But I think like a better, not a better, but here's an example of someone that we know of. Snoop Dogg has a professional blunt roller with him at all times.
He does?
Someone who just fucking rolls blunts for him all the time. And so
how good are those blunts though? Have you seen them? Are they worth having a professional blunt roller?
They gotta be good. Snoop Dogg is smoking them.
But maybe that fool's just that big of a pothead. He doesn't care as long as he gets high.
Nah, bro. I'm sure Snoop Dogg knows how to roll, but you know, you just get to a certain point where you have enough money where you can just have someone roll them for you. But I'm sure, and he gets paid like real good, and he goes wherever Snoop Dogg goes.
Do you think there's times where he wants to go home to his own birthday party? Snoop Dogg's like, nah, what the fuck? Like, my little fucking second nephew is having his birthday party today too, and I need to be high as fuck for that shit.
I mean, maybe. I'm sure there might have been some cases like that, but Snoop Dogg seems like a cool person where he'd be like, fuck it, bro, I'm gonna go to your nephew's birthday party too.
Yeah, but then it's just gonna be his birthday party at that point when he enters the party, you know. Like, yeah, they're gonna be like, oh, whose birthday is it, you know? And they're gonna say, oh, it's fucking little Michael's, and they're gonna be like, oh, I thought it was Snoop Dogg because like everything's revolving around him right now. I don't know. I feel like when you have a celebrity come over, it just becomes their shit.
Would you be Snoop Dogg's personal blunt roller?
I can't even roll a blunt, so I don't know why he would want me.
But let's say you could.
If I could be like his professional beer person, like I always make sure he has the finest
beer and shit.
Yeah, like I'm responsible for all alcoholic purchases and picks and shit. I could do it, yeah. But that fool has to let me not be a slave though. You know, like I can't fucking.
I'm sure he'll pay you good.
I hope so too. Imagine that fool doesn't. Imagine like your starting salary is like 35, and then your ending salary is like 37, and that's how you get paid.
I don't know how much his joint roller or blunt roller gets paid, but I remember it being a pretty good amount or two. I considered fucking dropping out in.
Where did you hear that he had a professional blunt roller?
I think it might have been on the JRE.
Really? Was he on the JRE?
I think you know what? It might have been on the JRE, but I heard Seth Rogen talking about it, saying talking about the time that he met Snoop Dogg, and that there was just somebody with him who just rolled blunts with him, and Seth Rogen was complimenting him on how his timing was perfect, like that he was just like chilling at a party or something, and he had like a frown on his face, and the guy just showed up like, hey, you want a blunt? Like he just makes sure he offers you a blunt like whenever.
To
like,
everyone or just Snoop?
To Snoop and maybe like the affiliates around him, you know, like I'm sure when like for example, Snoop comes on the show and his personal blunt roller shows up, like I'm sure he'll
we're gonna have to have a roll off at that point.
Huh? That's true, huh? I will have a roll off.
Loser gets to have the blunt roller, or winner gets to have the blunt roller. But yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know he had a professional blunt roller.
Okay, it says here Snoop Dogg pays a person between $40,000 to $50,000 per year to roll blunts for him. He said during a recent appearance on the random ass show that we're not going to mention.
Yeah.
Fucking that he has someone following him around and rolls the blunts for him, but a combination to play like travel and shit like that. I would do it. And you get to smoke it. I'm sure.
Does he get to smoke it?
I'm sure he gets to roll himself some.
Imagine that fool wants you to pass a drug test.
I'm sure he's. I'm sure he's part of the rotation when Snoop is huffing and puffing.
Damn. You think Snoop gets stingy with his weed?
Nah. Well, there's a video I really like about Snoop. It's him like at a pool party or something. He's right there puffing, just looking around and shit. And then he like hits the security guard like, hit this shit, bro. You know, like, and the security guard's right there posting. He just takes a blunt.
Damn, that's sick.
He like holds it up.
I'll take it for the story.
He's like holding it up, and he's like, and he like smacks him like, hey, if we hit this shit, and the security guard just takes it.
I'll do it for the stories.
Yeah.
I don't really care about being I mean, that's not a lot of money anyway. I was expecting 120K to be honest, but I guess I don't know.
Hey, bro. I mean, I'm sure if there's somebody doing it, I'm sure it's worth it.
I mean, yeah, maybe he's just a pothead 17-year-old who doesn't know shit. And he's just getting 40 to 50 a year just to roll blunts.
I wish my first job would have been rolling blunts for Snoop Dogg and not working at Levi's.
Do you think that fool gets reprimanded if he rolls a bad blunt? Like this fool gets a write-up?
Like if he gets like Scooby snacks in the head and shit, right? You think he sparks it for him too?
Yeah, you know what he probably does? I think he probably rolls it, hits that shit, but not really hits it. He lights it, and then he carefully hands it to him.
So all he has to do is just hit it, huh? But there's something cool about sparking it yourself.
Maybe, I don't know. We would have to ask him once he's on the show.
Huh.
We're going to have to tell us, hey, bring an ounce, I bring an ounce, you bring an ounce, and we're just going to get faded.
Snoop Dogg probably he's got like on the contract, it's probably like every blunt you roll has to be 5 gram minimum.
Oh, that's true. Maybe. And he also says, like, I only use backwoods, I don't use zigzags, I don't use anything else.
I want it to be with this leaf.
Mm-hmm.
I like this type of filter.
That's true.
He's probably got like a ratio of weed that he likes to use.
It's probably more complicated than we're making it sound. Like, it probably is, like, more to it, you know? It's not just rolling blunts. Like, this one has to make the right purchases. He has to go to certain dispensaries and shit to get the same thing. He can't buy from this food. He can't buy from this dispensary. He has to buy strictly from these ones.
He gets hooked up, bro. I'm sure people are sending him weed all the time.
Oh, yeah, he's probably like, hey, you're going to go to West LA and you're going to go to this fool's dispensary. And, you know, if he wants recommendation or something, just let him know that the fee is $150 and I'll recommend it, you know?
I'm surprised he doesn't have his own weed.
He probably does.
Huh?
We still have to review RVD's fucking
RVD's.
shit.
We got RVD's and Seth Rogen's.
Oh yeah, we still have to review their shit. We'll review their shit soon. Maybe that should be for the bet. At the end of the bet, we should just review their shit.
If you want.
Or like buy half an ounce of their shit.
Yeah.
Damn, watch that should be hella overpriced.
You pick, bro. I mean, you're the one that's gonna buy it.
Damn, low key, I am gonna. I don't even know why I offered a competition. I didn't take that shit serious. Fuck it, whatever. I can't wait for sober October though.
I like sober October now. I like to partake in it, but here's the thing: my birthday is in October, and like whatever. I don't make a big deal for my birthday, but Halloween might be my favorite holiday of the year.
Sober.
You're gonna do it sober.
Sober October, fool. We don't cut corners on this fool podcast.
What about sober November?
No,
it doesn't have the ring to it.
No, it doesn't have the ring to it, dog. No, I'm sorry, bro. That's like replacing like a delicious
sober September.
Huh?
Sober September.
You're not getting out of this.
Well,
sober October.
Start with S. I'm sure that's a something.
Sober. Come on, dog. Okay, think of it like this. Imagine one day we're on JRE and we're talking about sober October, and I have to break it to fucking Mr. Rogan, the podcast father himself, the pod father himself. Hey, we tried it once, but my boy here didn't want to do it in October because it was his birthday.
But I'm sure he wouldn't have a problem with it doing it in September or something like that.
He probably wouldn't, but I feel like deep down he'll be like, damn, these fools couldn't do it in October like the rest of us.
Hey, bro, I'm sure we will go hard.
We'll go hard November 1st. Oh, shit. Wait, when's your birthday then?
I started October on the 2nd.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, yeah, that's a long way for you to, like, not fucking do shit, you know? Like, not do shit on your birthday and you have to go the rest of the month with it?
Yeah, and well, like, whatever, you know, like, my birthday's not that big of a deal, but I mean, like, going to, like, horror nights and shit around that time of the year.
What do you do when you're at horror nights? Like, what do you take?
Oh, I was about to say, like, what the fuck you mean what I do? I mean, I usually smoke and I take edibles. That's pretty much it.
You don't take, like, acid or...
Damn, well, one of my friends and I were thinking about that. And I'm down, but I'd probably take, like, half a time.
I was supposed to say you're going to have to microdose a bit or what?
Yeah, because... I mean, I don't think anything will go wrong for myself. You know, personally speaking, I don't think anything will go wrong. I don't think I would have a challenging trip or anything. I think I would enjoy it, but just have a nice time. Just to, you know, be in a good mood. But I mean, that's what I feel weed is for. You know.
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like just because it's sober October, I feel like I want to keep it in October.
Yeah.
So unless we do like an off thing where like you're doing it September and I monitor, I stay on your ass or whatever, even though you don't need it.
Yeah.
But you're doing it for September, then I do it for the month of October. And then we do that type of shit, you know.
Let's do sober September, bro. What the fuck is this that we're doing right now? We're cutting weight for summer. We don't have a name for it.
That's true. Well, yeah, isn't it hot girl summer? Or is it white boy summer?
You ever heard of fuck boy fall?
Nah. What's that?
Fuck boy fall.
So we just parade fuck boys?
Self-explanatory. It's like hot girl
Not
summer.
really. What do we do? What do you do, fuck boy fall?
What the fuck is hot girl summer?
I don't know either. I never knew from the get-go, to be honest. Shit.
I just know it's a fucking...
Hey, where's your shit connected?
Oh.
What a lit ass
faded ass fool.
Faded ass fool. What the fuck? This was fucking faded. Oh my god. Okay, so for the first 18 minutes, we're sorry, everyone.
Damn, look at the spike on this shit compared to earlier.
Holy
you know what?
shit.
I put it on there for the money shot. But whatever.
Hey, fuck it. You're connected now. We're connected now. Why is your shit so fucking high though? My shit's not even spiking that high.
It is. It's just that mine is zoomed in, so it looks like it's fucking spiking like crazy.
Oh, fuck it. Whatever. Anyway, I don't know. We'll do sober September then.
I'm down.
What is it exact? Just no drugs, no alcohol, right?
Yeah. I mean, it'd be cool to cut out like sugar and shit too. You know, maybe caffeine.
Oh,
shit like that.
Fuck it then.
Just a whole reset.
Hey, fuck it. You know what? It's for the betterment of health. Plus, out of 12 months a year, only 1 month's gonna be spent sober. So,
Yeah.
I feel like that's pretty doable. Um, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe some fucking addict out there is going a whole month.
He's like a whole month. The fuck.
If you're addicted, my heart goes out to you. I'm sorry, get some help. But
I like how you say sorry. You're just like get some help too. But look, it shouldn't be that hard. I mean, in reality, we don't need drugs or alcohol to function.
they're fun.
Huh?
They're fun.
They're recreational. They're always supposed to be for fun.
Yeah, but don't let it take control of your life for sure.
Nah, if that shit's in control of your life, I mean, we're not trying to sound like a dick, but there probably is some deep rooted issues you got going on that you really need to focus and find an answer through, and kind of actually work through the problem.
Yeah, for sure.
Fortunately, a lot of the drugs and alcohol is used to numb the pain or whatever, and hide themselves from whatever the fuck or hide the pain that they're going through. But unfortunately, the reality is like the pain doesn't go away. It's like math. It's like a math problem. Like you can't get past it unless you solve it or unless you actually come to an answer.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just not look at the problem and pretend the problem isn't there. Like it's there.
You
know? But I don't know. I mean, maybe it's just because I haven't been doing this for a long time. Maybe that's why it's hard. But I don't know. I feel like if we're really going to talk about things that are really addictive, I feel like sugar is probably the most addictive shit out there.
Fucking fast food is addicting. I'll have Taco Bell one day. It's my cheat day. I'll have Taco Bell, and then I'm craving Taco Bell the entire fucking week.
That's how it be. That's how it is sometimes.
And as soon as I go a period without having it, I'm not craving it. But as soon as I have a taste of it, that's all I can think of.
Interesting.
It's not even that good either for me to be fucking craving it.
It's not, but they make some bomb ass weird shit.
They make some bomb shit. They're definitely like the pothead end of the scale.
Shit, I'm gonna take it a step further. I feel like even sober, that shit's still good, but you just know that shit's bad,
What's the best fast food? It's In-N-Out, bro. If it's not In-N-Out, you're wrong.
It's not In-N-Out.
It's not In-N-Out? What would you say? You ever had Sonic?
Huh?
You ever had Sonic?
I've only had dessert. I've never had actual food from Sonic.
I don't think Sonic is that good.
You've had Sonic?
I've had Sonic a few times, yeah.
What wasn't good about it?
Everything.
The roller skates too?
Yeah,
Sonic.
I think they're still on roller skates, but the food is like whatever, it's just some fast food. It's just a fast food joint. The fucking commercials growing up made it look dank as fuck.
Those two guys sitting in the
car. Yep.
If those two fools ever want to be on the show, they're more than welcome to be on the show until it's their experience being with Sonic.
Some of those commercials were cringy as fuck.
Oh yeah, so that's the thing with some writers. It's like they don't understand what's funny. I mean, that's subjective, I guess, but they think weird shit's like laughable. You know what I mean?
They think that general shit is laughable.
Yeah, there we go. Like really simplistic answers or jokes and shit's super funny, and it's not.
Those are jokes for the people who listen to the radio. Like who the fuck listens to the radio still? Like you have the choice to play your own music, to play your own bangers in your car, but you decide to listen to some fucking radio.
Or you play this full podcast on
your. Or you can play this full podcast.
You play this full podcast, but you chose to listen to the fucking radio like a fucking dweeb.
And have to fucking sit there at random and shit. You have no power over what you're listening to. And commercial breaks.
I don't have Bluetooth. Bitch, I've seen there's cassette adapters, fool. There's fucking Bluetooth adapters. You can fucking play this full podcast. You don't want to be a little bitch about it. But yeah, if you're listening to the radio, I feel like it's only good for one thing, and it's like listening to, if you're into talk radio on the radio. I've never heard of one talk show on the radio, like AM.
Yeah.
But maybe for
sports,
definitely for sports.
I heard in Los Angeles,
like 710 ESPN,
like 710 ESPN or 8:30 AM for my Angels fans, and Liga MX even has a radio station over here. Yeah, I think it's like 10:30 or something like that. Yeah.
Didn't you want to talk about a championship game?
Damn! Whoa! Today of this recording, it's Friday the 28th. Friday, May the 28th. I don't know when the fuck you listen to this, but hopefully it's when it came out. But we just passed the 8-year anniversary of La Remontada of America on May 26th, 26 de Mayo, and I happened to be there. If you listen to the Fufara episode, you heard the story of me mentioning the big brawl between Americanistas and Cruz Azul foos. But yeah, it's the 8-year anniversary. It's a significant day because for those who don't know, America was down 2-0. And the stoppage time was like 3 minutes to go before the time ended. They scored 2 goals, and the second goal to tie the game and send it to extra time was by the goalkeeper. So the goalkeeper Moises Munoz, full ran from his side of the field, ran to the other side for a corner. They fucking kicked that shit. That fool header it in. One of the fucking defenders deflected it and it went into the goal, and so it sent the game to extra time. I was going crazy, bro. My fucking dad was hugging my uncle. I was hugging the fucking random ass dude that was sitting next to me. And the fucking Azteca was going crazy, bro. It was definitely one of the most memorable moments of my life. But point is, these fools ended up coming back. They had gotten a red card early in the game too, maybe like 20th minute. Jesus Molina. So they were down 10 guys against 11, and so on also in the 26th of May in 2002, America won a championship. So it's just a day where they won 2 championships, and it's known as the day of El Día del Americanismo. You know, it's just a day that's rich in America history.
If you don't fuck with America, fuck you. But
Funny thing about the Azteca, bro. I remember when I went, you couldn't wear a belt, like a belt buckle.
Like you're just gonna wrap it around your fist and just
and
shit
fucking they I'm pretty sure some fools have got into fights and they whip the fuck out of each other with belts and shit, or they use them to choke somebody out because it's like in security they'd be like, let me see if you got a belt, and if you had a belt they'd be like, you can't come in with that shit, you gotta throw it away or whatever.
Crazy.
And so one of the businesses outside of the Azteca, I don't know if it's like that in all stadiums. Well, actually, it's not like that in Tijuana. When I went to the Cholos game, they let me in with a belt. They had no security, bro. I went to a game in Tijuana, America against Cholos, and there was no security, bro. There was no metal detector. I took the Stizzy in there. There was no metal detector, no security, no pat down. But point is, going back to the Azteca, there was like tents outside. And there was like a family or whatever, and they had a business of like you gave them their belt, they watched it for like the 2 hours or 3 hours of the game, and you came back and you gave them a ticket and they would give you your belt back outside the stadium, because they knew a lot of people showed up like not knowing that you can't wear belts inside of the fucking stadium.
Would you be heated if you got the wrong belt back?
Depends if I had a sick ass belt or not.
Do you wear belt buckles?
I do wear belt buckles, but they're not the Gucci ones. I'm not one of those fools. And they're not no Hansen belts. I don't even know about Hansen belts. Nah.
What the fuck is the Hansen belt?
Hansen belt, if you listen to us, please sponsor us.
If you're from 8-Bit Brewing, please sponsor us. Disney, please sponsor us. I got my tattooing cup right here, my nice little mug right here. But now what the fuck is a Hansen belt?
Unless you're sponsoring us, I'm not gonna talk about it. But
oh shit.
But I would be pretty mad if they gave me like a fucking size 40 belt or some shit like that. You know,
that's true.
Or they gave me some fool's fucking belt with a gallo right there embroidered and shit. They gave me
they gave you a belt.
They gave me a Chapo's fucking belt with a fucking gallina right there, diamond encrusted and shit.
Imagine they gave you a belt with the fucking Chivas logo as a belt buckle.
I'd throw that shit away, but
use that shit to smack the fool that gave you the belt to begin with.
Dog, in the Fufara episode. There's always that one Chivista that was at every America game, and that fool would always get his ass whipped. I never understood
that's
it.
just probably a kink for him at that point.
I never understood that shit, bro. Every America game I've been to, and I've been to a lot, there's always that Chivista. I'm sure there's probably more that show up to the games, but the ones that I see always get their ass kicked.
That's what they get.
And I mean, yeah, that's what they get. Why the fuck would I mean? On if you wear a Chivas jersey to an America game or vice versa, and that team isn't playing, like you're just asking to get into a fight, bro.
Yeah,
like,
because why the fuck are you wearing a jersey that has nothing to do with the teams that are playing?
You're only doing it because you know they're survivals, bro. And you're just like doing it to incite something. So I mean, I'm happy that they all got their ass kicked. I'm sad that I wasn't close enough to fucking deck that for myself. But yeah, man. They don't let belts inside the Azteca. Funny thing, they sell like cup of noodles at the Azteca. Like, you know how here at Dodger Stadium or whatever, they sell like Dodger dogs and shit, cotton candy popcorn. Over there, they sell a cup of noodles with like a limon on top and shit, ready to go. Like microwaved or whatever. I don't know. Boiling water with tapatio. They have fruta picada. So they have they're selling fruit and shit. It's fucking crazy. There's a snapshot somewhere of it when I think the Patriots played the Raiders down there and Azteca as well, and it was an NFL game. And then one of the gringos fucking took a snapshot of the fucking fruta picada and shit in a couple noodles.
Bottom line is, if you wear a Chivas jersey to an America game or any other game,
if you wear a Chivas jersey in general, bro, you deserve to get
don't come crying to us and telling us that you were just attacked. You knew what the fuck you were doing, you fucking bitch ass fool. Who the fuck does shit like that, you know? But anyway, I hate when we have a lot of topics to talk about and then my mind just goes blank. Because I know there's shit we want to talk about.
I think that's the best time, bro. Because then just the genuine side comes out.
That's very true. How do you feel about Disneyland selling fucking
multi-person
Avenger sandwich for $100?
Okay.
You can suck my nut, Mickey. I ain't paying $100 for no fucking sandwich.
What the fuck does that even mean? Multi-person sandwich?
I'm assuming different characters, like a Black Widow sandwich, a Captain America sandwich, Iron Man sandwich.
And they're $100 each?
If they're really $100, they lost their fucking minds. They're lucky I'm fucking going to begin with.
I mean, if you pay for that, you deserve to be fucking...
You deserve to drop that shit in
scammed. So, yeah, you know, like... So, no fucking... no remorse from me. But the other day, I was looking into getting tickets to go, and they're like $180 to $200.
Oh, shit, really?
Yeah,
I haven't even checked.
No discount, no nothing, no pandemic shit.
My girl got the tickets, so shout out to her, but I didn't even know they were costing that much right now.
Yeah, like depending on
the day. For like Park Hopper? For
Park Hopper, depending on the day, they're like from like $150 to like $200. Yeah.
Goddamn. They're just trying. They have to be just trying to make that money back, you know? Because that shit before was like 108, wasn't it? Like 99, 98, 108?
I don't remember. I had a pass, but okay, so like the Park Hopper's like the most expensive one is $2. That's probably like $125 from a pass, away from a pass.
Damn.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, this is what the official. This is what one of the statements say. This is from. I'm not gonna say the IG. The $100 quantum size.
Quantum size. It's $100 because it has quantum in it.
Fuck, I guess so. I don't even know what the fuck that means. Okay, the $100 quantum size Pimini from Hank Pym, you know, the Ant-Man. Pimini sandwich will include salami, rosemary ham, provolone cheese, sun-dried tomato spread on toasted, I can't even say that bread, toasted focaccia? I don't know. If you can correct me. Served with marijuana. Marinara dipping sauce and arugula salad, meant to be shared between 6 to 8 people. That shit's $100. 6. Okay, hold on. This puts things into perspective now. 6 to 8 people serving size, $100.
Okay, I might be down.
Yeah, I might be down then.
I might be down.
This is what happens when you don't read the full thing.
Wait. But is it like... It's probably like correct serving and shit. It's probably like...
Oh, that's true.
I don't know, 3x3.
This guy said for
inches and shit.
This guy says for $100, it better turn into Ant-Man.
It better be fucking good if I'm paying $100 for it. What do you think about those like steaks that are like gold wrapped? Not gold wrapped, but like gold encrusted. They're like $700.
At that point, you're just trying to flex. So if you got the fucking pockets that
you deserve to be scammed.
Yeah, but if you got pockets for that shit, hey man, kudos to you because I ain't paying no shit like that.
I see a lot of people at the gym that I go to wearing Jordan 1s to the gym. I find that weird.
Why do you find it weird? Because they're wearing Jordan 1s?
Yeah, I know you don't got it like that, bro. At the gym I go to, no one's got it like that. I don't got it like that.
What gym is this?
Nah, I'm not gonna say it, bro.
That gym has a sponsor.
But yeah, it's just, I mean, fuck it, you know, kudos to you. You wear what you want, but I just find it weird. It's a flex.
Really?
Okay, the last time I was at the gym, there was a dude and a girl wearing a flannel. They weren't together. They were just separate, you know, like they went on their own. But it's like, if you're fucking wearing a flannel at the gym, you're just trying to look good.
That's true. There's no need
the fuck
for
you wearing a flannel?
At the gym.
He was squatting 2 places, good shit. But why the fuck you wearing a flannel?
You know what that fool should have been wearing? He should have been wearing a long sleeve. He needs
to be wearing this fool merch.
That fool should have been wearing a long sleeve crew neck This Fool podcast to get that sweat going and get that pump going. But he didn't because he's a bitch and he doesn't listen to the podcast.
That shit was weird, bro. Like, I was wearing a flannel.
I mean, I would wear Jordan 1s, but that's because I played basketball in them, so I will do it. But that's because that's
a little
my
different.
Gym shoes, though. Those are my gym shoes.
That's a little different because, like, Jordan 1s were designed to be
basketball shoes.
Basketball shoes.
Well, that's why they were designed to be athletic. That's what I'm saying. I mean, fuck it. I'll personally.
But weightlifting,
huh?
But weightlifting.
Yeah, I would.
You would.
Yeah.
Like you would squatting them.
I'm not bullshitting. I would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
look, this is the way I see it. You pay for what you get, and you invest in what you want. If I want to look sick as fuck squatting, I'm buying Jordan 1s. I'm being honest. I'm buying 1s. They're probably the most athletic looking shoes out of the whole Jordan lineup.
Oh, definitely.
That's what I'm saying. Like at that point, they're the safest, best looking shoe you can use. I don't think they're ideal for weightlifting because they're not that flexible and they're not that light.
They're definitely not ideal.
Yeah, they're not ideal, but if they don't bother you and you like them, hey, fucking power to you, you know? Mm-hmm. But because I see people weightlifting Converse and Vans. I mean, I personally would never do that shit.
I think weightlifting in Converse and Vans is more ideal and beneficial.
I'm sure there is, but there's just something about wearing those type of sneakers to do physical activities like that.
Hey,
I can't do that.
Converse also were designed to be a basketball shoe.
But they didn't know shit back then.
and weightlifting shoes are designed to be flat. I personally wear Converse when I weightlift because it's flat.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I know there's the reasoning for it. I knew it's because they're flat shoes. That's why they're ideal for those type of exercises.
Yeah.
But it's just me personally. It's already been ingrained that if I need to do something physical, even if it's hitting the bag, I need athletic shoes. I don't need Converse. I don't need Vans.
Well, that's different. You would maybe want to spring into it.
Yeah.
But here's the thing though. Like when it comes to like deadlifting and like maybe not benching, but squats and deadlifts, definitely need flat shoes. And even though Jordan 1s are flat, the leather and the slight bulk to them makes them not ideal to weightlift.
Yeah, that's true.
And not only that, but the price and just how rare they are. And if you didn't wear them to the gym, they would go up in value.
Do you resell shoes?
I don't resell shoes.
Well, fuck it then at that point.
I mean, you're just fucking up your shoes.
But that's what they're there for.
I mean, yes, they're there for you to wear them, but to fuck them up.
I mean, if you got it like that, you got it like that.
But they don't got it like that, bro.
Oh my god. Why are you fucking watching, bro? Oh shit. So should we bring out the second brew?
Yeah, go for it if you want.
Alright, people, so if you don't know what the brew is, stay tuned. I'm about to go get that shit in 2 minutes. But
fucking three different kinds of
I think our WWE fans are gonna like what we're reviewing right now.
3 different kinds of brews. We got the Full Circle. Where was yours from?
8-Bit Brewing.
8-Bit Brewing. We're about to get some You'll See beer.
Do you want to tell people what it is?
We'll tell them when you join us again. I got fucking Medusa right here on my lap.
Hey, your iPhone storage is full.
Fucking heated. It's alright. We'll go audio only then. Fuck it.
What do you want to say? iPhone storage, you do not have enough storage.
Is it still recording?
No.
Alright, just lock it. Whatever. Go audio only.
Lock it?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Okay. Audio listeners only.
Audio only.
We have to buy a camcorder at this point because
I know, right?
fucking up on us.
I know.
Fuck it, whatever.
We'll do it live. Fuck it.
Fuck it. Damn. Sexy.
Since there is no video,
So there's no video.
tell him, bro. You tell him.
Alright, for my fucking WWE fanatics and for my Stone Cold Steve Austin fans, we are gonna drink right now the El Segundo Brewing Company's Steve Austin's Broken Skull IPA, 6.7%. This was one of the first IPAs I actually got into.
Hey, same here.
Fucking shout out to the Rattlesnake. If we can get him on the podcast one day, I need that fool to do a stunner on me on camera.
I would be honored to take the stunner.
I will sell that shit better than the Rock.
I would like to be on fucking the Broken Skull podcast. He has a podcast of his own.
I knew he had a podcast. I actually have not subscribed to it yet. I'm so sorry, Stone Cold.
That's probably one of the first podcasts I listened to, honestly.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I actually don't remember the first podcast I listened to. Sadly, fortunately. But yeah, 6.7% Broken Skull IPA. I mean, if you're a WWE fan, you have to fucking drink this beer.
You know what? I've really grown to like this beer. When I first tried it when it first came out, and when it first came out, I was underage, and so right away drinking it. And I mean, I'm not really a big drinker. I like beer, but
yeah,
you know, it's very limited. But but fucking. When I first started drinking it, it was just more like it's Stone Cold's beer, bro. I gotta drink it, you know.
That's why.
This is what Stone Cold is producing. I have to have it.
Yeah.
And I remember drinking it and doing the fucking sour face and shit, you know.
Yeah.
And the bitter face. But now I actually like it. But I think that's just not just because it's one hell of a beer, but because my taste buds have definitely developed.
That's the truth they don't tell you about alcohol. You really need to develop a taste for it. Mm-hmm. That shit does not taste like Coke or fucking juice.
I remember when my brother would tell me that, like, you just need to develop a taste for it, and I'd be like, "Shut the fuck up, you fucking alcoholic." You know,
you don't know what the fuck you're doing. You're just an alcoholic.
but yeah, you definitely gotta fucking develop a taste for it.
Yeah, I mean, this is still one of the. Maybe it's just because it's Stone Cold's beer, his IPA too. I feel like it has a special place in my heart, you know.
Yeah.
So maybe I'm biased when I say how good it is, but I think even for a beginner IPA, I think this is pretty good. I think it's ideal.
I mean, having 2 fucking cans of it right here in front of me makes you want to grab both of them and fucking clink the fuck out of them.
I mean, who's stopping you?
But respectfully, I won't do that.
Out of this full studios.
Out of the respect for this studio, I would not do that.
All right, let's cheers to make sure that we didn't poison each other.
Good thing there's no video because I poured this shit horribly. Right now,
I know half that shit was fucking heavy.
Yeah. Cheers, bro. Thank you.
Damn, that shit sounded nice.
Looking at it in the glass, it's not as dark as I thought it would be.
It's definitely not hazy.
Because it's not hazy at all. And like the 40, the bottle that comes in the 40 is pretty dark, so I never really got to see the exact color of it. But now in glass, it's pretty. It's not that light, but I would say it's on the lighter end of the spectrum. What would you say?
Oh no, it definitely looks like an ale.
Yeah, right, like a blonde.
Like a blonde ale, yeah. Yeah. So for anyone that wants to try to get into beer, I mean, personally, I do recommend this. This is the one that actually started the whole. And yes, again, sir. Maybe it's a little biasy, but in all honesty, out of all the IPAs I've tried so much in the past, this one was the first one I actually said, hey, this isn't that bad as I thought it would be. And I actually finished the whole drink. There's been past ones that I've drank from like Stone Brewing. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry.
Stone has some pretty bitter IPAs.
Yeah, I'm
Stone's
sorry
like
for
on the heavy end of the spectrum.
any Stone Brewing fans or Stone Brewing themselves if they come across this. I had to dump that shit out. That shit was so strong and that shit
Oh,
was so
yeah?
bitter. I dumped all 5 cans out.
Dang,
Yeah.
that's horrible.
But you know my pockets run deep like this.
Yeah.
I didn't care. But no, yeah. So it was hard for me to get into an IPA, and this was the first IPA I actually liked a lot. I mean, I definitely can't chug it like water, because obviously I can only chug a drink like that because it's water. But I mean, for a beginner IPA, I think this might be a nice starting point. You know.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, it's
shout out to
definitely good.
Stone Cold, the rattlesnake himself.
Shout out to the shout out to the SOB for sure.
Shout out to that fucking man.
To one of the bald headed greats.
Oh yeah. So Neil deGrasse Tyson was on JRE recently. I have to ask you because there were certain things that he was saying that was bugging the fuck out of me, and Joe Rogan too. There was shit they were saying that was really bugging me, and I want to hear your thoughts on it.
What's up?
I don't know how I feel about his skepticism with UFOs.
I understand it. I understand
For a man that's in love with space and science that much.
That's true, huh? I mean, I think it's good that we have him on there. We need someone to like on the opposite end of the spectrum.
Yeah, but I mean, he did bring up valid points that why the fuck are all these videos recorded in fucking potatoes and shit?
Because I'm all in, bro. Like, if you ask me, aliens, for sure.
Okay, now Rogan put up a good idea, or he brought up they might be probes, like drones, and I actually never thought of it until he said that.
Same here, and that honestly, it was kind of like a realization, like, you know, he might be right that they are just probes and not actual aliens. You know, even though there might be alien controlled, it's not as exciting as like, let's just say the ship were to land or something were to like go not according to plan of like the probes, you know, plan. And we happen to like be able to go inside of it and open it, and there's no alien in there. That's not as exciting as like opening it and there's a fucking alien in there.
Yeah, if there was an alien,
but it makes sense that they're just droids.
If there was an alien in there, what do you think he will honestly look like?
I mean, that's honestly a roll of the dice, bro. It could look like anything.
Do you think they'll look more humanoid than some random weird looking shit?
I think it would definitely look humanoid because I think at least from like this, from what we have here on Earth, from what we can base off of this Earth, like being humanoid or at least having hands and fingers is like they're very dexterous.
Okay.
So in order to like build something and to control something that can go through space and time. It seems like you would need to be very dexterous to do that, you know, to be able to build something like that, to control something like that.
You think they have?
You wouldn't be able to be built like a fucking rhino.
Do you think they'll have big ass heads to carry that big ass brain because they figured out interstellar travel?
I mean, maybe, but from what we've seen here on Earth, brain size doesn't really correlate to intelligence.
That's true. I was thrown off. I don't know if you saw that JRE episode a while ago, like a few months ago, maybe
Which
6
one?
months ago. 5. Was his name Travis Walton? He was supposedly abducted by
I couldn't
aliens.
really get into that episode.
I got into it because I wanted to hear what he had to say, but unfortunately, I don't believe a lot of it.
Yeah, I don't know if I didn't believe of it or just the way he was talking about it. I just couldn't get into that episode.
No, I definitely got into it. I was trying really hard to listen to if he was full of shit or if he was being as genuine and as honest as he could be. But he did throw out that when he said, okay, I'm only saying supposedly because I'm going to treat it as such, even though this is his own testament. I don't want to say that it's real if I haven't personally experienced it either, and I haven't done that much further research. So supposedly when he ran out of the area he was getting probed or tested on, he ran into the most perfect looking human specimens he's ever seen, and they looked like they were wearing silver space jumpsuits, and he said they either look Scandinavian or Norwegian or just a Swedish or some shit. Like they look like perfect blonde blue-eyed people.
Dang.
Which I don't know how I feel about that, because you tell me they don't look fucking gray with giant heads and black eyes. Like, out of all the possible aliens, that's what they look like.
But okay, from what you told me,
it just feels like a letdown.
from what you told me, I take that as in they're in disguise.
Oh, you think they're in disguise?
Yeah, and throughout history, a perfectly in quotations person with like white skin, blonde hair, and blue eyes is more accepted. So
So the aliens
if I
are low
was
key racist too.
not that they're racist, but if I was extraterrestrial species and I wanted to blend in on Earth, I think I would definitely be maybe I would definitely be a Caucasian person,
But what
right?
I think what you're saying
There's
might be biased
definitely
because you're an Earthling and you're human, so you know the history about being blonde hair
okay,
and blue eye.
okay, yes,
So that's
yes,
what if from
but
another whole planet and they want to come talk to us, why would they choose blonde hair and blue eyes?
that's you bring up a good point, and that would definitely it definitely means that they would have to know some
Yeah.
history from Earth. Um, but that's also possible, if they're smart enough to fucking come over here. I'm sure they would take some time and observe the Earth and shit.
That would suck if they saw Hitler when in his propaganda and they just said blonde hair, blue eyes. This guy must know what he's talking about, and then that's just the fucking disguise they adopted.
I mean, there's been speculations about aliens throughout history,
Ancient aliens.
ancient aliens and shit.
Shout out to that guy that hosts that show. I want to talk to that fool.
I think there's like hieroglyphics and shit
Yeah.
of space beings and spacecrafts and shit or UFOs.
Do you think that some of those theories are true though? The whole like they built the pyramids and shit.
I had a Chicano studies professor who brought up a good point. He's like, whenever a white person didn't do it, they think it's aliens.
Is he saying that white people aren't capable of doing that?
No, it's just that the white man wanted to discredit other people as much as possible because white people didn't build pyramids.
On a side note, don't you think it's kind of fucked up that we just naturally associate racism with white people? Like even
I
subliminal
mean, there's a
racism?
reason behind it, bro.
I mean, yeah, to an extent, I guess, but I don't know. I personally don't feel comfortable saying that type of shit because I know that not every white person is racist.
I mean, yeah, it'd be really dumb to generalize a entire population like
Yeah,
that.
so fuck all the racists out there. But
But yeah, like the building the pyramids. Who knows? Maybe it was aliens. Maybe it was fucking people. But one thing that it's kind of a little like disheartening is if Bob Lazar's story is true about him working at Area S4 and him like the aliens that he saw in the spacecraft and everything that he saw. One of the things that he was told is that humans are a product of advanced evolution. So that
oh yeah, we
that
were
the
advanced
aliens,
by aliens, right?
yeah. I don't know how I feel about that. If we didn't really evolve naturally from fucking themselves.
I
To
mean,
some
I'll be mad as fuck that they didn't keep going
microorganisms.
because we're fucking some dumb motherfuckers.
Some dumb
right now,
motherfuckers.
Like we're still
That's
fighting over
true.
skin color and sexual orientation. Like
That's a good
we should
point,
have been
bro.
past that point, you know?
That's true. I guess compared to other things on this earth, we're kind of smart,
No, definitely, we're smarter than dogs and
but
cats and
but
other animals. But
but we're still dumb as fuck.
oh yeah, exactly. Like at least when animals hate each other or fight each other, it's because there's a natural hierarchy of preys and predators. And with us, it's like, hey, I don't like that fool's skin color. Fuck that fool.
I don't like
It's
that
like
fool's
dumb
hat.
shit like that. Or like, oh, what? That fool likes dick? Fuck that fool. You know, it's like, what the fuck? Really? Who gives a fuck?
I get you. I get you.
But yeah, I definitely, even if you want to be a man of faith and God and all that shit and Allah and all these other religions, that's totally understandable. And you're entitled to whatever you want to believe in, whatever feels truth to you for your own reasons. But just the constant understanding that this universe is just, I've said it so many times before and I'll keep saying it again, the fact that this universe is constantly growing and there's other solar systems and suns and planets, and you're telling me we are the only fucking planet supposedly that has intelligent life, I'm calling bullshit. There's no fucking way out of this infinite universe we are the only fucking smart,
Yeah.
I don't know, logical, fucking conscious, civilization of fucking people and animals or mammals, whatever. I just call bullshit. There's no fucking way. just to again understand that you're telling me the universe is expanding and growing, same exact systems like we have the Milky Way and whatever, and you're telling me that we're the only people in existence? Get the fuck out of here. There's no fucking way. There's just no way that's possible. There's no way that's possible. Or if it is possible, that's a mind fuck. Like, think about it. We really are the only civilization in the fucking next 700 galaxies and shit.
We need to get our shit together so we can join the fucking space
The
federation.
Intergalactic Federation.
So we can join the intergalactic federation.
You think this is like Rick and Morty, like the Citadel?
I hope so. I hope so.
I mean, that should be kind of scary because that means there's some really smart motherfucker that discovered time travel and interdimensional travel, and this fool's just fucking dicking around and shit.
I don't give a fuck as long as I'm in it too, bro. As long as I get to fucking interdimensional travel and just travel between galaxies and shit, that's exciting as hell.
If there's a Space Force, there's a Space Force, but if Space Force was really, if it was really as preposterous as it sounds, where we have like guns and lightsabers and we're just fucking like sworn defenders of Earth and shit, or some crazy shit like that, would you join it? But you can't have a normal human life on Earth.
I'll join. Fuck it.
Say fuck it.
Fuck.
That's true. I'm gonna wield a lightsaber. What the fuck? I'm not giving that up. I have to.
I have a question.
All right.
Let's say aliens come down right now.
Bet. I'll fade every one of them up.
Aliens come down and they're like, "Hey, what's up, humans?"
Yeah.
Like, you guys have reached a point where I think you fools are ready to join the intergalactic space federation.
Say less.
And if they fill us in, like, yeah, like, like you guys were pretty close when you guys made that movie Star Wars. Like it's kind of like that.
I will fucking cry because that means some motherfucker made a lightsaber. And I just
okay, maybe not including the lightsaber. Okay, maybe there is a lightsaber, but the Force and shit like that, questionable.
I don't know about that. Yeah,
questionable. But the lightsaber, I can see that.
Maybe the Force is real, but you have to be experimented on to fucking do it.
Like I said, questionable.
Okay.
Not ruling it out, but questionable. But they bring us some ships, and they're like, "Here, we're gonna help you guys out, and here's a ship that's capable of intergalactic travel, or just space travel in general, like the Millennium Falcon." Just to give you an example, where's the first place you go to?
I don't know, the next habitable planet.
Oh yeah, you'd go that far? You wouldn't travel within the solar system?
No, what's there to see?
I would go to the moon.
I mean, aren't we the only habitable planet within the solar system?
I mean, Mars is debatable, but wouldn't you want to see Earth from another vantage point?
Not really.
What the fuck? For real?
Fuck. Bro, I wanted to meet other civilizations of people. The fuck I give a fuck about seeing Earth from the moon? Fuck that.
Okay, but they're not gonna fucking tell you. Yeah, okay, you wouldn't be flying that bitch and then park that bitch in space. Look at the Earth. Smoke.
Nah. Nah. I'm being dead honest. My next gripe is to have my lightsaber in my left pocket, and then I'm just going to meet another civilization of people.
So you would hit light speed and go.
Hell yeah,
another,
no doubt.
I mean, yeah, I get what you're saying, but you wouldn't want to see
Nope.
Earth. You wouldn't want to see Earth from a different.
Nope.
Really?
I'm being dead serious.
Would you ever come back to Earth?
Oh, of course. But I just don't. I don't care to see Earth from another planet. Plus, the only other planet I'm gonna really be able to see is what, the moon?
You wouldn't want to see
Mars?
like the sun?
Well, yeah, but I'm gonna be traveling. Like, I'm gonna just tell them, hey, like, chill for 5 minutes. I'm gonna just admire the sun for 5 minutes. I'm like, all right, fuck it, hit the gas and go.
You wouldn't want to see like Saturn and all of its rings?
But we know they're not habitable planets. My whole point is meeting other civilizations.
I'm not saying like landing in them and shit. I mean, they're gas giants anyways. So
I could. I mean, yeah.
I mean, just posting there and just being like, "Damn, Saturn is fucking." Right
yeah, I'll
there.
tell fucking Frankie the alien. I'll tell, hey, take the scenic route, fool. I just want to see some planets real quick.
Yeah.
And then he's like, all right, bet. And then we pass Pluto. I'm like, all right, fool, hit the fucking light speed.
That's what I'm saying. Like, okay, my
sure. If it's on the table, yeah.
My first destination would be the moon, and I want to see Armstrong's fucking foot and the U.S. flag.
How would you feel if there's no footprint there?
That's why I want to go.
Would you go back to Earth right away and tell them, hey, the moon landing was fake?
Well, I mean, if aliens came down and fucking hooked us up with that kind of capabilities,
well, that's why they take you.
I think they would be like, hey, that shit was all
They
fake.
take it. That's why. Well, don't we supposedly have a flag on the moon?
That's what I just said.
That's why. That's why. So when you
I mean, if there's no flag,
Do you have to tell them right away? You're like, hey, park right now in the solar system.
I mean, does it
I have to
fucking
go
matter?
fucking hop out until the president that the millennium was fake and we're onto him.
I mean, at that point, aliens came down and there's intergalactic travel, bro. Do we really give a fuck about the U.S. government at that
Hell
point?
yeah, I'm gonna expose that bitch. I'll let their ass know right now. I'll be like, hey, Frankie, Chewy, park this bitch right now. I didn't go tell the fucking people. I'll go to Austin. I'll fucking knock on that studio that JRE is in. I'll be like, hey, fool, I fucking went out of space. Let me talk about this shit for like.
Bro, he's in the spaceship himself too, flying to who knows where.
He'll probably be working out with kettlebells and shit on the spaceship.
Yeah, I would do that too.
Hey, fuck it, bro. Whatever, it is what it is.
I'd be parked on the moon, next to the footprint and flag if there is one.
Yeah,
smoking a blunt.
Hey, fuck it, you're right. I mean, look.
Looking at Earth.
If they're giving me a chance to meet other civilizations, whether they look like us or not, I'm not passing up that opportunity.
I'm not passing the opportunity either, but I'm just saying, imagine being on the moon and looking at Earth. Like the roles are reversed.
Yeah, I mean, if it's the scenic route, like I said, I would ask fucking Chewie the alien to give me the scenic route. And if that fool does, fuck it, that fool does. And if he doesn't, then, I mean, it's not the end of the world to me, you know.
Yeah.
Like I said, just a chance to meet other civilizations, and they have all these crazy sci-fi weapons and shit. Like, that's every fucking space fan's dream, you know, to actually see half the shit that we grew up watching, like Star Wars and shit, and seeing it be real. I mean, that's just don't hold that from me, you know. Let me just go see it. Let me go experience it, you know.
Yeah.
But I mean, other than that, I want to be as grounded and realistic as I can, especially when they talk about these these UFO sightings with the Tic Tac and all that stuff, the ship. If it's really true, and there's so much evidence to back up that this was a Tic Tac spacecraft that went so far as to like 1 foot above ocean level, and it was just 80,000 feet up in the sky. I mean, at that point, it's like, how do you debate that shit? You know, it's like fuck it is what it is. You know.
Yeah.
But like I said, I hope like when they come, they really are peaceful. Because imagine if they come and they say, hey, you guys are fighting over the dumbest shit. We just have to fucking erase you guys and start all over. I'm like, hold up, sir. Let's start with them, but not me.
I would like to be like, hey, man, like, I'm willing to fucking ditch all this shit.
Exactly.
And go, you fools.
Be like, sir, trust. I am not part of this fucking stupid-ass crowd of
I was just born a few years ago, and I was born into all this bullshit. So please exclude me from all of it.
I'll be like, please excuse me. My family didn't know any better. Don't wipe me out just to restart.
My family doesn't control Earth.
Yeah, Earth does not speak for my family. But yeah, I would hope that they're peaceful. Because the last thing I want is like the first fucking UFO, the first flying saucer to touch down in Washington D.C. and they just pull out their version of an 8K and they just blast. I mean, I wouldn't care if they blast Joe Biden, but I'll just think, fuck, we're fucked at this point, you know? Imagine they blast that fool with like some gun from Destroy All Humans.
Fuck.
That game is lit as fuck. Shout out to that game. But one of my favorite games. But imagine to see an alien that looks like that guy, Crypto. And that fool blasts Biden. I mean, I'll be scared, high key. No, I'm not bullshit. I'll be really scared. Because, first of all, this fool has a Zap-O-Matic. What the fuck is our AK going to do to this fool? This fool has a fucking flying saucer with a death ray. What the fuck are we going to do?
Yeah.
You know? But, I mean, I would hope that they're peaceful, but other than that, it's just like...
You think they watch movies like our movies? Like Independence Day?
I think they're past that point.
They watch our movies?
I think they've done it, but fuck, for them it was probably centuries ago. I think they're that advanced where they're like, oh, I remember movies. Yeah, we haven't watched it in like 2 millennia.
No, but what I mean, like they watch our movies like Independence Day, where the humans beat the aliens, and they're like, they're like these fools.
Maybe they do just to prepare for contact with us, and of course, because Hollywood makes the stupidest fucking movies where humans are the saviors of the fucking universe.
You don't think they like laugh like these fools really think they stand a chance against us? Let's just say if they're advanced enough to travel here, their weapons system must be pretty fucking advanced too.
I don't think that they. Let me think. I don't think that they. You know what? They probably watch the movies just in preparation to meet us, and then they start noticing the pattern of, oh shit, these guys are really having blonde hair, blue-eyed saviors of the universe, and they think we're all evil, and they're just come out here and they just ask Joe Biden, hey, so why do you guys think we're so violent? Don't you think Don't you guys think because we discovered interstellar travel, we would have annihilated you guys by now?
What if they come down looking at like the Kardashians?
What do you mean?
I mean, the Kardashians are really idolized. What if they come down looking like the Kardashians?
I'll be fucking heated. I'm like, really? We're gonna let Kylie and fucking Kim talk for us and shit? The fuck? They speak for Calabasas. They don't speak for me.
No, I'm not saying like they're gonna talk to us, but they, based on their observations, they think that they're like the leaders and shit. Cause they see that
I'll be fucking pressed.
Because they see the influence.
I'll be fucking pressed.
Who has the most influence?
Probably Kim.
Not just from like the Kardashian family, but just around the world.
I think naturally they're smart enough to know that they have to go to the world leader. They'll probably go to the UN. I can see them going to the UN to talk to everybody. I don't think they're that. I don't think they're at that point where they just say, "Hey, we need to go talk to the fucking president of the United States."
If they come down, I hope they come down to Los Angeles. I hope the mothership is above Los Angeles, just because I want to see it with my own eyes. I don't want to see it on the news.
Well, maybe because that Tic Tac ship was in San Diego.
Oh, that's true.
Maybe. But who do we let from California talk to? Not Newsom. Fuck that.
Not Newsom. Definitely not Newsom.
He'll probably tell him to lock down and shit.
We just lost Joe Rogan, so he can't represent us either.
Who would you want from California to represent us? Is Kanye still in California?
Who's the greatest Californian ever?
If you're not born in California, you have no stake in this.
Do they gotta be born in California?
Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Greatest Californian.
I don't know enough to fucking argue who's the greatest Californian. Oh, so this whole podcast is the greatest Californian. I don't know. That's a good question. I honestly don't know. Exactly. Who the fuck? I mean, I don't know. Do we know any celebrities that's born out of California that we fuck with heavy?
Not that I know of.
I would like to say Dave Chappelle or Joe Rogan, but neither one of those fools are born in California.
Yeah, Joe Rogan isn't from California.
I don't know. You honestly don't know either, right?
Honestly, don't know either. So fuck it. I guess
Kendrick.
That's a good point.
Maybe, huh?
Maybe Kendrick.
If like we really have no other competent leaders, fuck it, Kendrick. It is.
I wouldn't mind Kendrick up there representing.
Yeah.
The entire globe.
Yeah, I don't want a Blueface representing us. I'd rather have Kendrick. Fuck it.
I wouldn't want a YG.
Nah. We don't need YG. We need Kendrick. Shout out to YG though, but I think just because I feel like Kendrick might have a better chance of holding an honest conversation with them than anybody else, you know? I'm just thinking about, okay, maybe I'm fucked up in this sense, but I'm honestly seeing it as a do or die situation.
Mm-hmm. You definitely listen Drake.
Yeah. Fuck it, Kendrick it is.
Unless you want the entire earth to be blown up.
No, Kendrick it is. Just calling it.
Fuck it.
Fuck it, Kendrick. Kendrick for representative of California and LA and the earth. But other than that, we won't talk about it today. We'll talk about it on Monday for the Tuesday episode. Oh, coronavirus theory. Is it really a biological weapon from Wuhan, or is there some truth to all that shit that they're saying? But other than that, my boy, I think we're good. Shout out to 8-Bit Brewing. Shout out to El Segundo. Shout out to TDE.
Shout out to Steve Austin. Stone Cold Steve motherfucking
Shout out to
Austin.
the Texas Rattlesnake himself. Other than that, my boy, I think we're done.
Later on, guys. Hit us up on IG at This Podcast. Take care.